So out there in the mobile repair world, there are varying grades of parts. So for example, I'm just going to be comparing the iPhone X, iPhone 10, depending on your preference, where it's naturally released from the manufacturer, an OLED screen. So there are cheaper in-cell LCD panels that you can replace it with onto these models. Granted, I wouldn't recommend that, because you will be lowering the quality of the screen, of the display. So for example, on this website, they're $97 for an iPhone X in-cell LCD panel. You do have the option of a different product called a hard OLED, which the OLED screens themselves do have a slight bit of tolerance to flex, so they become a bit more durable. The hard OLED is a more fragile screen, so it does retain the image quality of the original screen at the expense of product strength. Then we've also got the remanufactured screens, which they have the soft OLED, that's another way to describe them. So they have a more durable screen, where the screen is less susceptible to shock damage if you drop it, and in turn less likely to break it. You may crack the outer glass, but you probably won't destroy the display in that drop. So we range from 97 Australian, 103 to 161. And for example, an Australian seller, they've got the aftermarket iPhone X screens, $119, the hard OLED, $129. So I do believe that if you were going for durability, you'd either go the refurbish or the aftermarket LCD. That would also make the screen slightly thicker due to the different technology of the display. And as you can see, they're currently out of stock of the refurbished X screens. If we move on to a US seller, you can see that there is quite a variety of screens available. Aftermarket Plus, in-cell, so quite a few different varieties. I believe this is all in US dollars as well, being this one here is a US website. Yeah, mobile centric, which was it mobile repair on Reddit, that subreddit page. This is I believe one of their sellers that they have on there. As you can see, just scrolling down, there is quite a lot of different apparent grades of screen. So it's definitely best to note that there is a large variety. Here we go. So we've got LCD or in-cell, hard OLED, second generation, GX hard, JK BOE, soft. Then we got flex on glass and refurbished. So there is a large amount of them. Now it's best if you were going into a place to get your iPhone X or XS, any model repaired, is to ask them what grade of quality or what screen they're using. Typically if they say it's a genuine Apple one, most of the time I would not be believing them, unless, I would not believe that at this current day and age. Maybe soon in America, possibly elsewhere. But if they say it's a genuine Apple screen and they're not an Apple store, I wouldn't believe that. If they're upfront about it and say, okay, we use an in-cell or LCD screen for these repairs, they may offer varying qualities of screens at various prices, or they may just offer the single display. But that would be up to you and the business to discuss which one you would prefer to use and at what cost. Granted, if you were buying an in-cell / LCD quality of screen, so for example, if you were getting this one at 97 AUD and they were charging $400 for that, granted I would probably walk away from that. If they're charging a realistic price, let's say maybe a couple of hundred for that, fair enough, but it'd be up to the individual company to decide their pricing. But do be aware that there is varying qualities of display. There's not just a single replacement part. Aftermarket, refurbished, in-cell, hard OLED, soft OLED. and then there's probably a trickle of other different varieties available that will still be coming out in time. So yeah, hope that informs you. Hope that helps you to know what potential parts you can get for your iPhone. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye.